Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the SGAmod. It feels like ages since I booted up the SGAmod. Like I said at the beginning of the last episode, I've been recording something that isn't Terraria, so I've been focusing on that mainly for a while, but I'm back on the SGAmod for a little bit. You know, gotta do an episode sometime at the very least. But, so at the end of the last episode, we defeated the mech, and that means we can now get Virulent Ore. So let's check the recipe browser. How exactly do we make virulent bars? They're photosite bars and virulent ore, and virulent bars seem to craft a whole load of things. There's this throwing armor. I'm not going to use that. There seems to be this melee weapon, which, I mean, it's interesting. What does it do? Shoots a piercing wave of acid. I may have to take a look at that. Photosynthesizer, which seems to be an upgrade to the mud absorber, but that requires chlorophyte, which we don't happen to have yet. And then there's this upgrade to the Hive pack called the Portable Hive. Enhances your bees. They become very aggressive. Shin Sash. This seems to require a bunch of stuff, and Omni Souls, which I believe we've looked at previously, and they just require all souls, so those are post-mech, so not touching those yet. But the things that I'm most looking to get from this are, what is it? Guardian Heart Lantern. It looks like it's a little light pet that just is a heart lantern that always follows you around. So, I mean, that would be pretty nice. But anyways, yeah, virulent bars. I want them, and so I'm gonna go and mine them. So it's off to the jungle. We've got our mithril pick. I do hope that's good enough to mine virulent ore, but let's see. Alright, I should probably, you know what, before I go ahead and teleport to the jungle, I should probably get an explorer combination from the young brewer first. There we go. Now I can speak with Horus and purchase a jungle teleporter. And let's take that explorer. And there we go. We're now exploring the underground jungle, and instantly I see a chest, and I mean, who can resist a chest, am I right? It's just an aglet, but hey, there's some bottles, so better than nothing, I guess. We can just save those bottles in the system for later use. Let's keep going down and see if we can find and see any of this virulent ore. I'm not sure what it looks like, but I assume that it's very prominent and makes itself known when it's there. That's chlorophyte right above me, so that's not virulent ore, and that's some chlorophyte down there. But I have yet to see virulent ore. Don't know what it looks like. Holy crap, what was that? Very large. Terraria Company supply crate. Right click to open, you need a key to open this. I don't have that key. Do not use other keys or else. Well, that's a warning, and I feel like I'll listen to it. In this chest, we've got a pistol. It's kind of cool, I guess. Shoots a powerful high-velocity bullet. We'll take those. We'll just take whatever's useful from these. I'm just gonna keep searching around until I find some virulent ore, and then I'll show it off to you guys. I think that I've found the virulent ore I'm looking for right here. First, let's clear out some of the enemies in this area. Wouldn't want to be caught off guard, but right here, I've never seen this stuff before, so I've got to assume that it's virulent ore. Oh, yeah. Let me just quickly add that to the whitelist. Oh, wrong key. And now we can vein mine it, and yep, that's virulent ore. So that's kind of cool. I mean, I don't really vibe with the texture. It's not my preference. I would have done something a bit more organic and chlorophyte looking, but I mean, Virulent Ore is already just chlorophyte but earlier, so I can see why they'd want to make it a little bit more distinct than that. But yeah, this stuff seems to be pretty common actually. Like, I'm seeing it all over. Oh, and here's the Queen Bee Arena. I think this is the first time we visited it since hard mode. And here's another Terraria company supply crate. These are really common. But, let's keep mining Virulent Ore. Because, you know, we want to craft things with it. Yeah, mining is really boring, so I'm just gonna cut out most of the rest of this until I see you guys again. Alright, so I'm back at the base. I unfortunately couldn't get too much Virulent Ore, because for whatever reason it only stacks to 99. Which, you know, that kind of stinks. But ah well. We can just always go back if this amount turns out to not be enough, because each stack is 33 bars, so I've got enough for about 99 bars. So let's see, a Virulent, I can't craft Virulent bars because I don't think I've ever actually crafted photosite bars in the first place. So let's craft up a couple of those, that seems to be enough, and let's turn all of them into Virulent bars. No, I want to turn them into Virulent bars. There we go. And we've got enough for 88 Virulent bars. Now let's check. Is that enough for really anything that we want? It's enough for the Guardian Heart, but for that I need to make some Demon Wings. Divine Shower Storm. This looks like I could use it. What is this? Let's get some stuff out of the way so I can read it a bit better. Consumable. The heavens favor you. Causes all fallen stars on the ground to rain down on all active enemies, whichever is limited first. The entirety of one stack will fall over one enemy, but spread out the larger stack is. However, this caps out at 5 per stack. It is limited to once per night, put on a long cooldown. So it looks like it's a bit of a confusing description, but the basis, what I'm getting here, is that you use this at night after you've thrown a bunch of fallen stars onto the ground, and then they'll like shoot up into the sky and then fall down on enemies. So this could be used during a nighttime boss fight, and that would be pretty nice, I guess. Let's look at some of the other things I didn't look at earlier. Advanced plating, hallowed bars, SBC cannon. Yeah, hallowed bars, so I can't make that. This requires Illuminite in the SDMG, so can't make that. This requires these Omni Souls, so that's post-boss, mech bosses. So can't make that. And it's a magic thing anyways. Big Bang. Holy cow, this looks... Wow. This looks quite incredible, and it does 205 damage at average speed. Holy crap. But for that I'd need a Forger's Blade, and I don't know. Yeah, it's not telling me where to get that, so... and then Ice Scepter. I've got the Rubied Blade from Cyrno. Ice Scepter is also from Cyrno. And Dormant Supernova. You craft using a red Mana Star and some Nova Staff and some other materials, so I'd need to spend some expertise with the Draken on that. But other than that, this all seems to be stuff that we could get at the moment once we had Omni Souls. And this seems like a very powerful weapon. Oh, there's its limiting factor. It uses 10 mana. Functions both as a sword and a staff. Hitting with the blade opens a rift that launches enchanted swords. Okay, yeah. So I'm certainly going to want to get this Big Bang weapon, because that's just a wee bit overpowered in my opinion. J-Yodo, what's this? Control a yo-yo with stronger pickaxes. Oh, so this is just a mining yo-yo, and it needs another thing, excavator. So it looks like if I craft a ton of pickaxes with a wooden yo-yo, and then drop a bunch more pickaxes and some the first 3 boss materials from the SGAmod on top of that, I could mine with a yo-yo. I mean, it's interesting, but not really what I'm looking for. So shoot, what do I actually want to craft? I guess I could go for that Guardian Heart Lantern. Let's see. Guardian, I obviously don't have the materials for that, but to get that, I just need some demon wings. Let's see, do I have the stuff to make demon wings? Oh, I actually do. That's nice. So let's craft a set of demon wings. And then go to Guardian Heart Lantern, but now crafting demon wings has set me back 1 soul of night from crafting this. Looks like I'm going on a little underground adventure. Oh, hold on. This is interesting. It seems that Virulent Ore can replace any mud in the world, not just mud in the jungle. It's just going to be most common in the jungle because that's where the most mud is. So that's kind of cool, I guess. Alright, so I'm back. I gathered the singular Soul of Night that I needed to make this new pet. So, Guardian Heart Lantern. Let's make you. And yup, I now have a Heart Lantern for a light pet, which is going to give me some regeneration. So that's really nice. Anyways, let's check the boss checklist. Been a while since we did that, but let's see what we have to fight next. Obviously, we can't do Frost Legion, since that's an event thing, so next is the mechanical bosses before the Wrath of Caliburn. Looks like that's just an upgraded version of the normal Caliburn. I would assume so anyways, because it looks like it has the exact same sprite. So, who knows? We haven't done the old one's army. And apparently, I was looking on the wiki a little bit, and apparently we should probably do the old one's army before we kill the mechanical bosses, otherwise we're missing out on getting some expertise. But, probably should do that. Also, checking expertise we've got. We can always buy a Rod Discord if we need it, but we don't really need it at the moment. But anyways, I guess what I probably should do is just cut down my little forest over here and upgrade our platforms at the base to be a bit wider and a bit taller, so we can fight the mech bosses. So, I'll just spend the whole day doing that, I guess. Alright, so, I'm returned, and I've upgraded the arena a little bit. So, first thing you may notice is that I've added some new layers, and I've removed every other layer because now that I have wings, I don't really quite so much need the layers to be close together, and it also helps my downward movement if I'm able to drop through just a little bit quicker. I also increased the length of the platforms quite a bit on this side, but only for the upper 2, because I still need this area for growing trees a little bit, and if I extended these bottom 2 platforms, it would block all of that. And then I probably should do the same for the ones over here, but before I do that, I'm going to need to gather a bit more wood. So I guess I'll just continue expanding the platforms before nightfall. And I only just thought about this, but we should probably decide which mech boss we're fighting first off. Let's see, do we already have any summons? We do not. So if we want some, we're gonna have to create them ourselves. So, we don't seem to have the Souls of Night or Light in order to craft any of these. but I feel like whichever one I'm going to do first, I definitely either want to do the twins or the destroyer, because those are just the two that I find the easiest out of all three. And I can never deal with Skeletron Prime until I've dealt with the other two. So yeah, I think I'm probably going to go with twins first, because if I did destroyer first, I would have built this arena for nothing, as I'm not going to risk my NPCs just to fight the destroyer. So I guess once I've cut down this forest, I'll probably go ahead and gather some Souls of Light to fight the twins. So see you then. Alright, so I'll just open the map. You can see I've gone ahead and expanded the upper 2 layers of platforms over the other half of the forest that our base is based in. So it's now time for me to go to the hallowed snow biome and try to gather some Souls of Light as quickly as I can before night falls. Of course, I do not think that I'm going to be able to gather all of them before night falls, so I may have to spend a day just doing useless fishing, but hopefully I can get enough Souls of Light to summon the twins in time to actually defeat them. Alright, that is the souls we needed gathered. So I can go ahead and search Mechanical Eye. There we go, and I can make one. And you know, hopefully I don't prove myself to be a fool, and I do okay enough on the first time, but you know, there's always that chance that I goof up and forget everything I've ever learned and fail against the fight with the twins. But anyways, let's heal up with the nurse. Let's buff up, summon our summons even though they're just pre-hard mode ones, and let's summon the twins. Alright, I think that my modded accessories are actually going to make this a little bit easier, but the momentum that the twins have may make things a little bit harder. Oh, I forgot to turn off a frame skip, funny enough. Of course, I only really need that for bosses that I haven't actually fought before, and I'm just learning the patterns for, so... Alright. You all know the Retinazer Spasmatism fight, so I'll just skip until I win. Okay, so that was a disaster. You may have been able to see there at the end that I realized how poorly I was doing, so I tried to go to the nurse to get a heal in real quick in order to save myself, but alas, it was to no avail, and I failed. So what did I do wrong in the fight? Really, I feel that it was just a matter of poorly dodging. I just didn't get them in all too terribly well. I could probably place a campfire or two around the arena, but I don't think that that would help quite so much. And I don't really need to place heart lanterns because I've got the little heart lantern pet staying around me and keeping me quote-unquote safe. My armor, this is the armor you're supposed to use in vanilla Terraria, so no dice there. Maybe I could try a different mech boss. Which one does the boss checklist suggest? Boss checklist suggests the twins, so never mind there. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just need to get a little bit of practice and remember everything I've learned over my years of playing Terraria. Well, while waiting for a new day, I'm just gonna go grind out Souls of Light so I have a bunch more stuff to craft. More boss summons, so see you in a little bit. Alright, so I spent the day going ahead and farming for Souls of Light using the good old King Slime method, because that still works in 1.35. So, I think I'm ready to buff up, summon my summons, wait for the life force from the life force to kick in. There we go. And let's go. Oh, also, I defeated an ice mimic and got an ice bow, so those have faster velocity arrows, so I may use those a little bit. But, like I said before, I'm just gonna do the thing you all know. Let me turn off frame skip, though, so I can actually dodge things. There we go. So, yep, like I said before, gonna be doing this fight. And I'll be focusing my efforts on just one of the eyes to make sure I don't die, but I'll cut this all out. Alright, so I've got Spasmatism down, and as we all know, Retinazor's a piece of cake. So I'll see you when I've killed him. Alright. And there we go. That is our first mech boss defeated. So, we should now have access to hallowed bars. And yes, we do. So, what I want to know is there anything special that we can craft with hallowed bars? I mean, I know there is, because we've already seen a few things. But is there anything that's really new and special? Let's head down here into the base, I guess. We can craft hallowed storage upgrades, but we don't have the souls yet. There is this Shield of Discord. Left click to teleport, same Rod of Discord rules apply. Performing a just block. So it seems that this is literally just a shield, but Rod of Discord abilities. Flail O'Nades. That requires a proximity mine launcher, though, so that's post-flame Terra. The Jacob requires Soul of Sight and a Gorilla Pistol, and we've already got Souls of Sight, so that could be possible. This right here, Circuit Breaker, seems to definitely be within our ability to craft. I don't think any of these are unobtainable to us. How do we get the Tesla Staff? Oh yeah, we could certainly make this Circuit Breaker weapon, but let's continue looking at hallowed bars. We could just straight up go for hallowed armor. I mean, we would only need to kill the twins once more, or just straight up continue onwards. Heart Reach Magnet, seems like that's just a permanent Heart Reach effect. And Lesser Prismatic Bullets. Ooh, these seem kind of interesting, but we don't use a gun, so not really all that useful. All these items are just Alchemist NPC items, so not using that. We could see if we could upgrade our summon to an optic staff. Yeah. None of the modded items. Well, oh wait, there is this. Jin's Inferno. Looks like it's an upgraded Spirit Flame combined with a Shadow Flame Doll. That actually sounds really powerful. Summons Fiery Tendrils, so it's got the stuff of the Shadow Flame Doll as the main, and then it summons the Spirit Flame projectiles if it hits. Let's see, do we have the stuff for that? Spirit Flame. We don't seem to have a Spirit Flame, but do we have a Magic Lamp? No, we don't have a Magic Lamp, but I'm pretty sure we've got a Shadow Flame Doll, yeah. So if we wanted to do that, make that weapon and become a magic class, all we'd have to do is go and farm around in the desert for a little while. And I don't believe that I've actually visited the desert at all on this world. Yeah, no. It's all unexplored except for this little bit near the dank shrine and this little bit near the top. So let's go and visit the desert, because I really want to make this weapon. It sounds pretty cool. Alright, so my trip to the desert didn't really go all that well. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. You know, these Terraria company supply crates, the fact that they don't stack is getting really annoying. But they don't really have any value, so... I mean, I guess the best thing to do when I get any more of them is just trash them, because, you know, I can't really need that many, right? Torn Note 5, that's just an Alchemist NPC thing. Well, if we can't go ahead and make the awesome Jin's Inferno thing, I feel like we probably should just go with the safe option and make ourselves an optic staff. So let's deposit some things in here. Search the name, optic staff. Let me guess, we're missing the black lens. We're missing the black lens, so we can't even do that. Whew, things are frustrating sometimes. But anyways, I think that should wrap up the video. It's a little short, I think, but, you know, it was pretty successful, so I feel like that makes up for it. But in any case, I've been the Wisdom, you've been watching me play Terraria, and I hope you have a good day. Goodbye!